Welcome to Try to Thrive, the podcast where passion meets endurance and every finish line is just the beginning. We're here to inspire, challenge, and share our journey through swim, bike, run, and beyond.
This episode is sponsored by Netbox Labs.
Chris, tell us, how is your training going since we recorded the last podcast about our training?
I told you that I will work on my training schedule and I would like to be more persistent. And I think this is actually what I achieved. Yesterday I had a 185 kilometer bike ride, partly with you as well. And I feel ready. I think I mastered in the last couple of weeks the 4 kilometer swim, which, we need actually only to swim 3.8, but I was swimming at my longest swim 4.2 kilometers, so I'm ready with this. Yesterday, the first time, obviously quite short, just before the event itself, I was doing the 180 kilometer of biking. I was immediately doing a run after it, so my legs felt well as well. I know that I can run a marathon. I feel ready. I am totally cool about it. I'm pumped. I'm excited. The only thing, and I think we're going to cover that later on, is the environmental things on site, which are a little bit worrying. But anyway, so that's from my side. What about you, Dennis? How do you feel? How was your training?
Not so quickly, not so quickly, Chris. Not so quickly, Chris.
Okay, what do you want to?
Don't trick me. So, as you said, that's actually very nice that you were straight talking about what your goal was last time. And I remember last time when we talked, you were struggling to keep the consistency ongoing.
Yeah.
Because I know how many things you are dealing with in your life, with building house, changing the job, which is not easy. But then training also on the side for an Ironman is very, very hard. And you admitted it yourself. You were struggling back then. Yet still you were training back then regularly, but you went a level up. Finishing basically this week your preparation with 185 kilometers, which is awesome. And I saw how much you put effort into this, and I just want to say to everyone listening, it's possible. Like Chris is the proof that even if you have a very stressful life, and Chris, you're building a house, you're working not 40 hours per week, you're working much more than 40 hours per week. I know you. And training so much, like so many hours. You had, I think, if I'm correct, 400 kilometers of running, almost 2,000 kilometers of cycling this year, and 30 hours of swimming. So you were even swimming more than me. I only did 28 hours of swimming so far. So that's awesome. That's awesome. And I'm sure that you will be completely well prepared for your Ironman. And I just wanted to say it out loud that everyone can hear it. And I'm very proud of you that you did that, because I know it was super hard for you, but you did it. You are strong. And to everyone out there listening, you can do it. You can be a machine like Chris, because he wanted it and he showed how consistent he can be.
Well, thank you, Dennis. Really appreciate that. And yes, as you said, it was not easy. Also mentally, because sometimes, there's a time constraint, but then do you want to fill the time gap that you have left with the training, right? Sometimes you don't want to do it. And then you need to let go. But at the same time, you can do it once, right? Twice, maybe. But if it becomes a bad habit that you're going to skip more and more, it's going in a wrong direction. And this is actually what it was for me at the beginning of the year. Also with all the sicknesses, hopefully, fingers crossed, I will not catch any type of cold, flu or whatever. So now I will be very careful. Especially, I need to travel tomorrow to a half marathon by train. I don't like public transport. So I gotta wear a mask, right? I mean, I will not try to sit in a train with everyone coughing around me and then next week I'm sick. So I gotta try to protect myself for all other external factors that are around me. And yes, and we talked about it yesterday in the call as well. A perspective is very important. At the end of the day, if I'm going to finish in 16 hours or in 16 hours and 59 minutes, and the maximum is 17 hours, um, it is still good for me with all the type of different things that I need to deal with.
Yeah.
And if there's someone who has 3 kids and whatever, right? And he's able to finish that in the time frame. It's amazing. And if there's someone who will finish it in 9 hours, it's also great. But if you compare to someone who really needs to struggle a lot in life, then anyone who finishes, and this is what you said also yesterday, Dennis, anyone who is able to finish that is a huge, huge, huge accomplishment. And
No matter how fast you are, no matter if you walked or if you crawled or whatever,
No.
it doesn't matter. Like, to finish something like that, come on, like, really, like, even if you walk the whole marathon, it's an achievement.
Right.
And I am pretty sure that you will finish it, and you will finish it in a way that you will be proud of it. And I am even I will continue to praise you. I am sure that you will finish at least in 13 hours and 17 minutes. That's what I think. I'm pretty sure you will do, because my first try, Ironman Hamburg, I didn't finish. After 7 kilometers, I stopped running, and after 11 kilometers, I just gave up because I didn't want to to walk 31 kilometers more. My second try, I ran 11 kilometers, and then I walked around 30 kilometers with you, Chris, because Chris was my support back then, and I finished in 13 hours 18 minutes with a almost 7-hour marathon. Yes, that was also kind of hard for me. And I'm sure that you will be better than my second Ironman, and that's what I wish for you, Chris.
Okay, let's see. Let's see.
You will do it. You will do it.
Yeah.
Talking about my preparation, actually, I do not remember exactly what I said, what my goals were back then for the next part of the preparation. But if I remember correctly, I had the consistency. Like that with training. I was training a lot. I was struggling a few times with, like, really hitting my goal pace, or especially during the cycling to hit the wattage. Sometimes I had shorter workouts. I was always doing my workouts. I was struggling with swimming a lot back then. When it comes to running and cycling, I had like really awesome weeks of training where I was doing exactly every single workout like I had to do it. And even I had no issues, no muscular issues, nothing was hurting. It was hard. Very often it was hard. And I had these thoughts during my trainings that, oh yeah, stop it, don't continue. You should have a shorter workout, this and that, because it was hard, especially on the bike. It was very hard to finish intervals, 50-minute intervals, etc. But I did it, and that gave me a very big boost, because I had really like hard weeks with over 20 hours of training in some weeks. And yeah, I had no muscular issues, and my run got much better during this time. My swimming technique is also much better. I swim very well now, but I just have a lot of tension in my shoulder, and my shoulder gets fatigued very quickly, and then I get pain. So that's something I'm struggling with until now. Yet still, I swim better than last year. So that's the positives I take with me. And now after so much training, I just feel that I'm very, very fatigued. So I finished my last training block before Chris already, you can say 1 week ago. And this week I only had like very easy training and also not too much training. Today I have my last longer run, and then today is Friday. Saturday and Sunday I will just have some easy workout. So I will just use this time to get more fresh, to hit a few workouts with race pace, to be just in good shape. And then it's mentally getting prepared for the Ironman. Not racing emotionally, so not trying to go on on the edge of your capabilities already during the cycling. So being like more chilled during the bike session, the bike leg, and also the first part of the marathon, then to focus on having very low heart rate, taking your time during the aid stations, etc., so that I can really race during the second part of the marathon. Because that's my goal, to be proud of how I finish and not finish like I finished the last time with walking, because I want to be better than 13 hours and 18 minutes, and I know that I can be better. After my hour triathlon in Jesolo with 4:44, being 5 minutes almost faster than last year, with being sick a little bit, even with having some kind of sickness, proved me that I can be much better than last year. That's what I want. I go into this very relaxed, with a lot of excitement. It was not easy to train that much. Also with sickness, I was sick for a few weeks this year. Yet still, like, I am in a better shape than last year, even though I wasn't able to train as much as last year. It's around hour-wise, I think it's around 15% less than last year. But I have no muscular issues. Everything is perfectly fine. So I'm prepared, Chris.
Yes, and I think let's highlight something. Your running form is really amazing, because last weekend you did a test triathlon yourself, and it was 1/4 of an Ironman distance, and yet
More.
you were even doing it a little bit more than you should. And
It was half Ironman swim and yes, what was it, 66 kilometers of cycling,
Exactly.
and 10 kilometers running.
Yeah, and tell us about the 10 kilometers run, because I think this is very amazing, and that should be highlighted.
I started even too fast because I wanted to run with 4:15 pace around, but I ran with like 4:05 pace. I was running with a friend, Kai. Hi, Kai.
Hello,
And
Kai.
he can also run like almost like he can run like around 41 minute 10K. So he was also kind of like pushing me. And the last kilometer was a little bit tough because I got slightly cramps. That's the only issue I had, which I have to work on now to get the freshness back. And we were finishing it with 4:14 pace in average. So it was 42 minutes and 20 seconds or something like that for 10K.
No, can hear you.
Something like that, I think.
No, and that's really amazing. So I think if I recap from the previous year where you trained a lot, I think your shape right now is just amazing, and I think you're very, very well prepared.
Compared to my shape last year, for sure it's better, and that's a very, very nice feeling when you know that you've put in the work and that you see that you improve.
You see this bike behind me? Every component, the drivetrain, the brakes, the shifting, it all has to work together
perfectly. One thing out of sync and you feel it immediately. Networks and infrastructure are exactly the same. And that's what Netbox Labs does. They are the central nervous system that makes complex networks and infrastructure easier than ever to operate, observe, automate, and secure. Whether you're a network engineer managing thousands of devices or a CTO who needs to know that everything is running the way it should, Netbox gives you that holistic view, eliminates the silos, and puts you in total control. Companies like Cisco, JP Morgan, and Riot Games trust them with their critical infrastructure. So if you're in the network and infrastructure space, check them out at netboxlabs.com. Big thanks to Netbox Labs for supporting Try to Thrive. And that's what I needed also, but it's not only my body, it's also my mind. I have the experience and I'm very excited.
Yeah, it will be.
But your shape is also awesome, especially with how it started. Yeah, really, for me, like what you've done in the last couple of weeks, it's just amazing, and
Thank
it
you.
just shows that because a lot of times people think like, oh yeah, I don't hit my goals for a certain amount of time, which was what you were struggling with. You didn't have the consistency how you wished you would have it, and how you would need it. But it didn't make you stop. You just focused on, okay, I will just think about, okay, what's the next thing I can do? Kind of like in tennis, when you lose a point, you shouldn't be too long thinking about the point you lost. You just forget about it, focus on what's ahead of you, and you did that. And you are also in amazing shape. You run during your last triathlon last week. It was 1/4 of an Ironman, and you finished the 10 kilometers run in sub 5-minute pace. It was 4:50 pace.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's your fastest 10K during a triathlon. Like fastest 10K since you started again with.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course, you had much faster 10Ks, but for sure, it's in the last 10 years, it's your fastest 10K.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And it's doing a triathlon. So come on, that's amazing.
Yeah, but also thank you for your help, because it is always easier if you have a good friend that you can that kicks your ass from time to time and helps you in being consistent. Yeah, and it's also, of course, it's a community, right? And at the end of the day, it's you as an athlete who is participating in that race, but you have all the people around you, right? It's your wife, it's your friends, it's all of this that then creates this shape that you have right now. Because doing this all alone on yourself without, any mental support or talking about with someone, it will be much harder for me, for sure. I don't know if the same is for you, but
For sure, yes, for sure. And in my opinion, that's like the perfect summary of our preparation, because we supported each other together. We went on trainings together. We were talking about training together. We were talking about our struggles, and it's worth so much. It's so much fun also, and I wouldn't have been able to do that without you. I wouldn't have been able to finish my second Ironman try last year without you. And we have this beautiful picture together
yeah,
forever.
really nice. Yeah,
It will be one day. It will be here on the wall. I have to print it and I will put it on the wall.
super.
And that's it. I think we can't add anything more to this episode.
Maybe only one thing, which is worth
I will
to
give you
check.
the last words, Chris.
Yeah,
to end
exactly.
this episode.
So I 100% agree with what you're saying. It's very important to have good friends, to have a good community. And now we're looking forward to the race itself. It is also very important mentally to prepare yourself with the conditions on site. And I think what really, really helped is that we went on site already. If you missed the last episode, after our Ironman in Jesolo, it was kind of on the way. We went there, we checked it, we rode the entire bike route, we checked out the swim. Obviously, we were not swimming, but we checked more or less how it looks like. We watched a lot of videos from other athletes who participated in it, so we know more or less how it is going on. Now we're checking every day the environmental conditions over there, and I can tell you it will be a hot day. So far, temperatures will be around 32 degrees. The lake is already 23 degrees, so most probably no wetsuit. But yeah, that's it. A sneak peek of how the race will be. With that being said, it was a beautiful ending of our training season for this specific Ironman in Klagenfurt, Austria. Thank you everyone for watching. And if you have some doubts that you cannot do it, I think Dennis and I are the proof. Everyone can do it. If we can do it, you can do it. Thank you for listening.
Follow us for the next podcast because for sure we will before the race we will publish another podcast, and for sure afterwards you will also publish it. Chris already said it as if we finished, but if we finish and if we will be satisfied with it, you will find out very shortly.
All right. With that being said,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Thank you, Chris. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.